what I have discussed today, that have two parts. That one is evaluation of women empowerment, and another one is a success story. So at first, I want to ask you a question, that is, gender differences and gender discrimination. Is that same thing or not? If anyone wants to give the answer, you can raise your hand, please. Gender differences and gender discrimination, same thing.
Gender difference is created by God and it's meant to be the way it should be. And gender discrimination, I guess, is man-made and it should not.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so I'm a teacher of biology. Okay, so my subject is about the plants, animals, like this. So gender differences is a very common phenomenon in all living beings, in plants, in animals, because this process is for the continuation of life, that is for reproduction process. But gender differences is become gender discrimination when the male part, as she said, or you can say a part, when dominate the other part that they should do this or not, this is not applicable for that type of things. So then this is called the gender discrimination. Okay, okay. Okay. You can see in the slide that 49.55% in global populations are women, and in 81 countries has a majority of women, and 36 countries has a majority of men. So you can easily understand that half of the population involved that are women. But still, we are here fighting for women empowerment. Is that ironic thing? Do you think so? Where half of us are women, half of us are men, but we are still here because there isn't any male empowerment conference. But here we are here for women's empowerment. So why? That's the thing. So we have to know what is women empowerment. So there are so many scholars, philosophers, they have given the definitions of women empowerment like rights, resources, voice. Some say resources, perception, relationship, power. Some say power within household. Some say a process of gaining control and involvement in politics. Okay. But to me, my freedom is my empowerment. Okay. The freedom of my mind, the freedom of my mouth, and freedom of my money. This is my women empowerment. To me, according to my point of view. Okay. Now, the scholars classified the women empowerment in two categories: that economic empowerment and political empowerment. Economic empowerment, that if I have the money, if I have the freedom to spend the money, that is women empowerment. So you have to get that ability that you can earn the money and you have that freedom to spend your money. Okay, so that is the economic empowerment. And political empowerment, that is actually politicians are the policymaker. So in a society, in a country, even in the world, the policymakers, they set the policy. Okay, and mainly the males are take part in as a policymaker, but there are very less women in politics, as I think in our country, in other countries also. So if we want to empowering ourselves, we have to take part in politics. That's from my point of view. So that is the political empowerment. And what is the importance of women empowerment? Here I want to quote the quotation of the Malala Yousafzai. I know all of you know about her, that Malala Yousafzai, and she said that we cannot all succeed when half of us are held back. As I told you in previous slide, that the half of us are male and half of us are female. So how can we succeed without succeed the female? Okay, so that's the thing. And now I want to recollect the history of women's status in different subcontinents. Like at first I want to about the Asian subcontinent. Asian subcontinent, especially in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, these are the Asian subcontinent, and I belong to that area. So I want to represent the women's status from previous time to now. Okay. And here I make my slides on basis on so many pictures, because I think sometimes pictures says more than words. Okay. So at first, look at the pictures. I think you know what is that. Does anyone know that things in the picture? Jatina. Okay. Once upon a time, the ladies were bound herself with a dead husband. Okay. And they are considering themselves as a holy. That is the customs prevailing on that ancient time in Asia. So you can think like that way. The men are not supposed to do that if their wives are dead. But the female had to do that. Okay, so many women, because this is holiness, to sacrifice their lives with the husband. Okay, so that was prevailing on that time. Okay, here you can see some women with white saris. Actually, these are widows. Their husbands are died, so they sacrifice their color from of life, from their clothes, from their every aspects of life. Even they don't take the spicy food. They are not allowed to go the different types of celebration. Okay, these widows sacrifice their color of cloth and also the color of the life. Okay, these type of things are prevailing on ancient time, and still now these things are prevailing in our society. So this is about the child marriage. Okay, so many childs. You can see the next slide. So this is the age for their playing or go to school. But on that time, they are nurturing their child, their husband, their family. Okay, just think like that way. Maybe you are most of us, or most of you are come from developed countries, so even you don't think about like that way. But these things are going on in the world in our developing countries. Okay, we will put this aside. A very terrible thing, because in ancient time there wasn't any technology, but after the birth of the female, they were killed by the families because they thought the females are the load. But nowadays ultrasonography is there, so before birth they can know the sex of the child, so they abort the baby because that was a female baby. Okay, so these things are prevailing in Bangladesh, in India, Pakistan, in this area. Very common things. Next, we go for the feminism or women's status in developed countries like USA, Canada, Australia. Those are the comparatively more rich country, developed country as. But what is going on there? You can see just 100 years back, they have got the right to vote. Okay, suffrage. That only 100 years ago, they have got this right to giving the vote by the female or by the woman. And not only that, after so many movements, women got their right, their freedom. Okay, so that is also not a very, what can I say, hopeful story. Okay, what is going on in Muslim countries like Saudi Arabia, Sudan, or sorry, Iran, or in other countries? Okay. This is a very popular picture. You can see that in National Geographic magazine. Even you can think that that was the father and that is the daughter, but not. Actually, that are a couple, husband and wife. Okay, the female are forced to marry over-aged people. The aged people like her father, like her grandfather, like that way. Okay. And just 3 years ago, that in 2017, first Saudi Arabia that allowed the woman to drive. Can you think that before 3 years, driving is an offense for a woman? Can you think like that way? Okay, sorry. Okay, even in Saudi Arabia, some days ago,